we got to be careful of songs because YouTube will just copyright you. Are you recording?
Yeah.
So this morning, well, I'll backtrack. Sammy has made a really good friend here at the apartment complex. Her name's Lizbeth, and she and her husband have like a little baby boy, and we've just, they've become friends going on walks and stuff. And so anyway, as we're consolidating all of our stuff to do this, we decided to sell the Camry to them for $1. The reason is because we got the Camry for $1. So instead of, making any money on it, we were like, let's just pay it forward, and karma will come back and it'll all work out. It'll even itself out. And then her husband was like, I can't do this. I can't take this for $1. Like, that feels weird. So he felt the need to like have some sort of an energetic exchange. So I went upstairs to grab the title to sign it over, and when I came back down, everybody was by the truck, checking the truck out, and then he was like, dude, let me like at least buy something for your truck. Like, can I buy you a rack or something? And so Sammy was like, what about a grill? And so we're off to drop some stuff off at like Goodwill and Once Upon a Child. But when we get back, we're gonna browse the internet and see what there is to put on this truck. And I mean, what a cool, energetic, karmic exchange. We didn't want money, and for exchanging this vehicle, he's gonna buy something to rig up this truck. And man, that's just the start. That's just the start of this. And when you bring light into the world and treat people the way you want to be treated.
It felt so good too.
Denizen was like, I'm from Russia and people just don't do this kind of thing there, so it was just a really cool experience for both of them to be like, what? No, you can't do that. And we were like, we're doing it, you deserve it, we're happy to.
Yeah, so we will check back in when we browse the web for something for the truck. See you then. Sammy, come here. Let's grab the camera.
Okay.
Please. Please and thank you. So it is the following day, and yesterday I was talking to Denizen, who we gave the car to, and Sammy and I decided to go with the 12-inch HD bed rack through RCI Off-Road. This is an American-made company. They do all their welding in-house, and after doing some research, this is the company I'm gonna go with. Here's some photos. So once you add stuff, it kind of looks flush with the top of the truck, which is exactly what I want. I have a 5-foot bed, so I got the 46-inch option, and then you get the 24 plus Tacoma mounting kit. So he ended up buying it yesterday because he was so psyched for getting that car for $1 that he got right on it, and he was like, I'm buying this for you today. So that was pretty sweet. And then my brother texted me, and he was like, do you have weather mats for the truck? And I was like, no, it didn't come with weather mats. And so he texted me, he's like, what? He's like, is this the street you live on? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, sweet, it'll be there tomorrow. So today we have weather mats coming for the truck, and he bought a screen protector for the screen on the inside. And I'm super psyched because this thing's starting to slowly get rigged out. And when that stuff comes from Amazon today, we'll check back in with you and show you the process of putting the weather mats in. One thing to remember, guys, is that when you buy something from a dealership, they like to advertise on your vehicle. I don't advertise for free. So I would use a drill, but I didn't have any sockets that would fit. So I need to get some more tools for this, because drills help a lot. So does fingertip strength. First one out. Feels loose already, kind of. Here in South Carolina, there's these things called no-see-ums, and they're like these little flies that you can't really see, and they bite the heck out of you. So, Hendrick, Toyota of North Charleston. Thanks for the truck, but I don't advertise for free. So put this back on. As you can see, this would be a lot shorter if I had a drill to just so it's a good thing I'm doing this, because it's making me realize that tools are very important. Not that I didn't already know that, but sweet. Now we are good, and I am no longer advertising for Hendrick, Toyota of North Charleston. Later today, the weather mats are coming, so I'll show you guys when I put those in, and keep you in touch with the rack for the back of the truck. I might make that into another video, but yeah, now we're good. Waiting for the weather mats to come in. I'll check back in then. They're here. Alright guys, they're in. We are opening the package right now. Charlie's making some noise. Isn't that right, kiddo? Isn't that right? Alright. So my brother told me, well, these obviously got delivered today, and then tomorrow the screen protector is coming for the screen in the truck. So I'll update you tomorrow on that. But so this looks like
The back.
it's the back. So that looks like it's the back seats, and then that looks driver's side.
Yep.
This looks driver's side. This one's passenger side. So let's go down to the truck and see how they fit. All right, guys, we're here at the truck. We've got the weather mats going in. These, come in and look at this. These twist right here. So they twist, and then you can pull it out. So there's that one. And then I'm assuming
Other one.
the other one. So out with the old. And line these up. Look, that sits nice and flush there. Twist these on. Weather mat number one in. Come around to the other side of the truck. Process, you gotta twist those little things. And then these came a little bit like not straight, so you just got to make sure that they line up with these notches. this should fit right in here and there. Twist that, it sits nice and flush. And I'm sure as it conforms to the car, it's gonna just sit even more flush, but you know, if it doesn't, whatever. I still, you know, it's very easy. It's plastic, so it's very easy to get out dirt and debris and all the stuff that we're gonna be accumulating from hiking. And so the back seat here is a little, looks like a little project. So I gotta take some of this stuff out. Ooh, that's Sandy's new sweatshirt. It's so white, and I just put it on the ground. Sorry, honey. Sweatshirt. Now, I don't think the back has the notches. So, I'm going on a men's hike. This is the shirt that we got this year for the men's hike. There's Joshua 2415 written all the way down the back.
This color is so much better than that.
Basically, like, let God transform your life and, you know, see how He works for you instead of against you. So, finding money is always a good thing. Finding your wife's earrings are always a good thing. And I'm gonna take this car seat out to give myself a little bit of room. Slide up. Slide that up. And instead of just like, you know, these little
dinky ones.
They're super dinky. I'll be right back. Look at how clean that is. Nice and clean, nice and flush. And we'll get to the other side and we will do the same to this side.
Woohoo!
And boom. The truck now has weather mats. Let's go. Alright guys, here's a couple of things that I got from Costco. This Blackstone 22-inch griddle, and then I also got this 6-person tent. This thing is huge, and if you can see, it is really compact and awesome. But the glass, tempered glass came that my brother got, so we're gonna head out to the truck and put this on the glass. Alright, we are here in the truck. This is what this thing looks like. It kind of folds out. And they give you installation kit to like wipe down the screen. You can see that there's like fingerprints on it and stuff. So I gotta wipe that down and then basically just pull this out. I'm sure it's like an iPhone screen. There's a little sticky and then you just kind of line it up and stick it right on. Alright, trying to find a way to balance this camera. Hopefully you don't fall. I'm gonna close this door because there is a like faucet out there and it's a nice microfiber cloth. Nice. They also give you like cleaning wipes and dust removal stickers. So what I'll do here is get this cleaning wipe out. It's funny, I used to make short form content, and you know, now that I'm starting this YouTube and really enjoying long form and being able to talk and allow my thoughts to formulate without feeling like I just like am making videos to capture attention. Like, I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I was doing it for likes and shares and, you know, comments and just, but for the wrong reason. Like, I would love for you guys to like and subscribe and comment, but that's not the goal. You know, I'm just documenting, and I'm having so much fun documenting this journey. So if you feel kind of like you're in a similar boat, don't be afraid to like start up a YouTube and make some long form content, because people need it. Their brains need it. We're all so inundated with short form content now that it's ruining our attention span as a species. So we need more videos like this. And just want to make sure looking good. Looking good. That looks pretty darn good to me. I'm also a slight perfectionist. So that's another thing when it comes to making these videos. I'm really working on not being a perfectionist and having to like cut out dead space and stuff. But I do not want dust behind this when I stick it on there. So this is it. Press across. So I think we just peel this. I want to be very mindful Sorry, I'm focusing super hard on this. I want to just be very mindful. Okay, that's on this side. So there. And if it's crooked, it's gonna drive me crazy. So there we go. Good thing these pieces of hair were on the outside, because that is one thing about this truck. You know, you buy a $40,000 truck and the knob is broken. I need a new knob. Look. It's broken. I wish I saw that. I would have negotiated more. So it looks like, you know, it still works, but it just pops off really easy and it's loose. So I got to get a new knob. Maybe I can find one that's cool. But that was the process of putting this on. So the next thing that's coming is the rack for the back to go above the bed. And that is gonna be here in probably a week or two. And I'm going to Tennessee and Charlotte, and then I've got a men's hike that I'm going on that I mentioned before. So I'm gonna be gone for the next 2 weeks. I am gonna be making a video about going to Tennessee because I'm going to my friend's land mastermind. He teaches you how to buy and sell land, implementing AI and all sorts of really cool stuff. So I will be his videographer and photographer for that event. So I'll make a video of us going up to Tennessee and getting some really cool clips and taking the truck. And then from then I roll right into my men's hike where I'll be in the mountains, no phone, no technology, any of that. And it's going to be really good for a lot of these God-fearing men and a lot of these men that God is calling to the mountain. It is a truly special thing to be a leader on this men's hike. And I'm feeling like a leader myself, and stepping into the man that I'm supposed to be, and it feels really good. So a couple more videos coming shortly. I'll make a Tennessee video, and then I also want to make a video of putting the rack on so you guys can see what that process looks like. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. And any comments or any advice or any feedback is greatly appreciated. So I'll see you guys in the next.